Reiki Level 3, Part 2. Final Lesson. Lesson 12. Hand Chakra Empowerment and Lower Chakra Integration. Continuing with our sacred combined attunement ceremony, we now move to Step 8, which involves the crucial hand chakra activation that will empower your student to channel Reiki healing energy through their hands. Still standing directly in front of your student, draw a small focused choku ray over their hands to open and activate the hand chakras where the healing energy will flow most powerfully. Gently and respectfully hold their hands and move them slightly apart, similar to opening a book, creating space for the energy to flow freely. Carefully guide their hands down to rest comfortably in their lap, with their palms facing upward to receive the sacred symbols. Now, with complete focus and intention, draw the four most powerful symbols directly into the palm of their right hand. First Choku Rei for focused power, then Sei-hei Ki for emotional and mental healing, followed by Han-sha-zei shonen for distant healing and connection across time and space, and finally the master symbol Dai-ko-myo for spiritual enlightenment and mastery. As you draw each sacred symbol, silently chant the names of the symbols with deep reverence and conviction. Gently tap the symbols into their right palm while silently affirming with complete certainty that these sacred symbols will remain with them permanently for their entire life, empowering them to heal and serve others with confidence and skill. Repeat this same powerful process for their left hand, drawing the identical four symbols, Choku Rei, Sei-hei Ki, Han-sha-zei shonen, and the master symbol Dai-ko-myo, directly into the palm of their left hand with equal care, intention, and reverence. Tap the symbols gently into their left palm while silently intoning that they will also remain with the student for life, becoming a permanent and integral part of their healing abilities and spiritual toolkit. Once all the sacred symbols have been lovingly embedded into both palms, hold the back of your student's hands again with gentle care and respect, guiding them back together into the traditional prayer position. Move their hands up so they align perfectly with their heart chakra, creating a beautiful and powerful connection between their heart center and their newly empowered healing hands. Step 9 focuses on opening and activating the lower chakras to complete the energy circuit and ground the healing power throughout their entire being. Still standing in front of your student with their hands remaining in the sacred prayer position, step back slightly to give yourself proper space and perspective to work effectively. Draw a small, precise choku ray over your student's solar plexus chakra for personal power, their sacral chakra for creativity and emotional balance, and their root chakra for grounding and stability. These three vital energy centers govern personal power, creative expression, and grounding to the earth. With your cupped hands positioned side by side, thumbs together and facing towards your student's lower chakras, beam and channel the three previously drawn symbols into these important energy centers with focused intention. Visualize and feel the healing light of Reiki filling these energy centers completely, grounding your student firmly to the earth while balancing their vital life force energy throughout their entire physical, emotional, and spiritual being. Step 10 involves the powerful and transformative violet breath technique, which seals and activates the entire attunement process. Standing directly in front of your student, gently place your hands around their hands and carefully move them so that their fingertips are perfectly aligned with their heart chakra. Take a deep, intentional breath and blow the sacred violet breath directly into your student's heart chakra with love, intention, and reverence. Move your student's hands so that their fingertips are now aligned with their third eye chakra, and again blow the violet breath into this center of intuition and inner wisdom with complete focus. Finally, move their hands so that their fingertips are aligned with the top of their head at the crown chakra, and blow the violet breath into their crown chakra with deep reverence and spiritual connection. As you perform this sacred technique, visualize this beautiful violet energy purifying and enhancing their entire being, sealing in all the healing energies and sacred symbols that have been transmitted during this comprehensive ceremony, and activating their full potential as a Reiki Master teacher. Step 11 focuses on grounding and closing the ceremony with gratitude and completion. Standing directly in front of your student, take their hands gently and with care, moving them down so that they rest comfortably and naturally in their lap. Draw a large encompassing choku ray over the entire front of your student's body to ground their energy field and help them integrate all the powerful healing energies they have received during this transformative experience. Place your hands a few inches above your student's crown chakra, working within their aura field with complete respect and reverence. Starting from their crown chakra, run your hands slowly and deliberately down both sides of their aura field, all the way to their feet, helping to seal and ground the energy throughout their entire being. Touch the floor with both hands to complete the grounding process, breaking your energetic connection with your student and helping to stabilize their newly activated and enhanced energy field. Finally, silently intone a heartfelt thank you prayer to Reiki and all the spiritual guides and masters who have assisted in this sacred ceremony. A beautiful example might be, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Reiki, the universal life force, Dr. Yusui, Dr. Hayashi, Madam Takata, and all the Reiki Masters, past, present, and future, for participating in this sacred combined attunement ceremony for students' name. I humbly ask that the infinite power and wisdom of Reiki continue to guide and nurture students' name from this point forward, enabling them to move forward as a confident and powerful Reiki Master teacher who can serve others with love, compassion, integrity, and exceptional skill. Allow as much time as you feel intuitively is necessary for your student to absorb and integrate the powerful energy and complete their personal grounding process. When you sense the perfect moment has arrived, speak gently and lovingly to your student. You can now come back to full awareness in your own time whenever you feel completely ready and comfortable. Alternatively, you might say with warmth and completion, this concludes your beautiful and transformative combined Reiki attunement ceremony for all 3 levels. If you are working with a group of students who have been attuned together, this meaningful sharing can be done after everyone has completed their individual attunements, creating a beautiful sense of community and connection among the newly attuned master teachers. During group sessions, it's important to kindly instruct any remaining students to keep their hands resting comfortably in their laps, close their eyes gently, and continue to relax peacefully while awaiting the completion of the attunements for their fellow students. This helps maintain the sacred energy of the space and prevents any unnecessary distractions. Lesson 13. Distant Reiki Attunements and Advanced Healing Techniques. Welcome to this comprehensive lesson on the powerful practice of distant Reiki attunements, a technique that allows us to transcend the limitations of physical space and time to share this beautiful healing gift with students around the world. Much has been written and discussed about distant attunements in the Reiki community, and based on our extensive experience, as well as the profound experiences of thousands of Reiki students who have completed our home study courses and received distant attunements from us, we have consistently found that distant attunements are just as effective and transformative as in-person attunements conducted during workshops or individual therapy sessions. Distant attunements are particularly ideal and beneficial for people who are unable to travel due to geographic limitations, health concerns, or personal circumstances, or for those who cannot attend a traditional workshop setting. They are also perfect for individuals who urgently need to become attuned for personal healing purposes, or for those who wish to begin their journey immediately as Reiki teachers and healers without delay. We offer this valuable service because we firmly believe that Reiki should be available and accessible to everyone at an affordable price, regardless of their location or circumstances. All of our distant attunements are conducted personally by experienced Reiki Master teachers and adhere to the highest professional standards, with a strong focus on personal attention to detail and individual care for each student. We utilize a comprehensive online booking system to organize and schedule the attunements for our students efficiently and professionally. However, other effective methods such as email correspondence, phone conversations, or in-person arrangements can also be successfully used to set up distant attunements for your students, depending on your preferred approach and their individual needs. In our practice, we attune all our students to Reiki levels 1, 2, and 3 simultaneously, using the powerful combined Reiki distant attunement technique that we described in detail in the previous lesson. However, you may also choose to offer individual level attunements and perform distant Reiki 1, 2, and 3 attunements separately, depending on your students' preferences and readiness for each level. Let's explore the remarkable benefits of distant Reiki attunements in greater detail. Just as the sacred Reiki symbols facilitate distant healing sessions, allowing experienced practitioners to effectively treat clients anywhere in the world regardless of physical distance, it is also entirely possible and highly effective for a qualified Reiki master to perform the complete attunement ceremony distantly, successfully initiating students globally across all continents and time zones. However, it's important to emphasize and understand that although distant attunements enable the recipient to practice Reiki immediately and effectively, they must also commit fully to studying and carefully assimilating all the information provided through comprehensive video home study courses, detailed manuals, educational websites, or by attending follow-up workshops. This ensures they work in complete alignment with the established guidelines and principles of authentic Reiki healing methods. It's also absolutely vital and essential for new practitioners to practice Reiki consistently on themselves and others to gain valuable hands-on experience and deepen their understanding of how this beautiful energy works in practical applications. Many motivated and dedicated self-starters have successfully become competent Reiki practitioners and skilled master teachers after receiving remote attunements and committing to their ongoing education and practice. In fact, we have been honored to help over 10,000 Reiki students around the world achieve their dream of becoming confident and effective Reiki masters through the power of distant attunements. One of the most significant and meaningful benefits of distant attunements is the ability to quickly help individuals during unexpected family emergencies or health crises. For instance, when a non-Reiki individual or even an existing Reiki practitioner has a close family member who becomes seriously unwell and they are unable to physically be present with them due to travel restrictions, work obligations, or other logistical challenges, they can immediately contact a qualified Reiki master and request an urgent distant attunement. This allows the affected individual to begin practicing Reiki immediately for powerful self-treatment, or to provide supportive energy to complement medical treatments and distant spiritual healing for their loved ones. Since Reiki requires minimal initial training and is completely safe and natural, the recipient can be easily instructed on where to place their hands for effective self-treatment, and they can trust that the Reiki energy will always flow exactly where it is needed most for the highest good. Now let's discuss preparing for distant Reiki attunements with proper care and attention. Attunements, whether conducted in person or at a distance, are a time-honored and respected method for transmitting spiritual awakening, ancient wisdom, healing abilities, and sacred knowledge between teacher and student. Distant attunements beautifully reinforce and demonstrate the fundamental interconnectedness of all living beings, allowing them to communicate and connect on a deeper, more unconscious level that transcends physical limitations. It's crucial to remember and understand that whether you or your student receives a distant attunement or an in-person ceremony, both the teacher and student are equally responsible for their own ongoing practice, dedicated study, and continuous development as effective Reiki practitioners or master teachers. Always make sure that you and your students are truly committed to the serious study and practice of Reiki before proceeding with any level of attunements. If you, as a qualified Reiki master teacher, choose to provide distant attunements as part of your service offerings, there are several important considerations to keep in mind to enhance the overall experience and ensure the best possible results for your students. First, you must decide on your preferred method by choosing either the direct transmission method, the surrogate or proxy method, or a thoughtful combination of both approaches, depending on what feels most natural and effective for your personal style and energy. Second, you should agree on the exact time by carefully scheduling the specific day, date, and precise time of the distant attunement ceremony with the recipient well in advance, taking into account different time zones and ensuring clear communication about the arrangements. Third, it's essential to prepare the recipient properly by ensuring they understand that they should be in a receptive and peaceful mental state during the ceremony, although it's not absolutely necessary for them to be fully alert or completely awake during the entire process. Ideally, they should lie down comfortably or sit in a quiet, undisturbed place where they can relax completely and remain open to receiving this beautiful gift. For optimal results, ensure the recipient has access to a quiet, peaceful space with minimal distractions from phones, television, or other household activities. Suggest they listen to relaxing spiritual music, such as traditional Reiki chants, gentle heartbeat sounds, or other calming instrumental music that promotes deep relaxation and spiritual receptivity. Encourage them to wear loose, comfortable clothing that doesn't restrict their breathing or movement, and recommend they remove any jewelry, watches, or tight accessories if possible to allow energy to flow freely. We also recommend avoiding junk food, stimulants like caffeine and alcohol for at least 24 hours before the ceremony, as these substances can negatively affect and interfere with the pure Reiki energy transmission. When conducting the distant Reiki attunement, follow these important steps carefully. First, confirm the exact date and time with your student for the attunement ceremony, ensuring complete clarity about scheduling and any time zone differences. Second, select your preferred connection method by deciding whether you'll use the direct intention method, the surrogate method, or a powerful combination of both techniques. Third, prepare thoroughly for the ceremony by being ready and centered at least 5 minutes before the agreed time. Play appropriate Reiki-related music softly in the background, and take several minutes to connect deeply with the Reiki energy and center yourself in a meditative state. Fourth, perform the complete attunement by silently reciting a short but heartfelt prayer, requesting the guidance and energy of all Reiki Masters, especially Dr. Yusui, Dr. Hayashi, and Madam Takada, to guide and support the attunement process. Use your chosen connection method to clearly visualize your student and perform the complete attunement ceremony as if they were physically present with you. Finally, properly close the ceremony by expressing gratitude to Reiki for the experience, asking Reiki to gently sever the energetic connection between you and your student, and consciously returning your full awareness to your current location and time. Always conclude by washing your hands thoroughly in cold running water to ground yourself completely and break the energetic connection with your student. Now let's explore advanced Reiki techniques with Reiki Psychic Surgery, a powerful healing modality that can create profound transformation. We all possess remarkable dormant abilities within us, simply waiting to be awakened and developed. One of these incredible abilities is the natural power to heal ourselves and others effectively. It is simply a matter of claiming that innate power with confidence and developing the skill and technique to use it most effectively for the highest good. Reiki Psychic Surgery is a powerful and transformative tool that enables you to tap into your inner strength and healing abilities, using them for profound healing work on both yourself and others. The primary reason many people struggle with optimal health and well-being is the presence of energetic blocks that significantly hinder the natural flow of life force energy throughout their system. These troublesome blocks often stem from limiting beliefs, unresolved emotions, or conflicting ideas that work against the person's highest well-being and potential. They are typically created due to misunderstandings about how to meet one's needs in a healthy, balanced way. These energy blockages tend to manifest in various shapes and forms, often located around specific organs, chakras, or within the layers of the aura field. These negative energy blocks can result in a wide range of physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual difficulties and challenges. However, once these blocks are skillfully identified and removed, the natural flow of life force energy is completely restored, and optimal health and well-being can be regained naturally. Reiki Psychic Surgery is an extremely effective method for safely removing these energy blockages and obstructions. It can provide significant assistance in healing deep emotional issues, complex relationship problems, various addictions, spiritual struggles and blocks, and even certain physical health concerns and conditions. However, it is absolutely crucial to emphasize that any person experiencing physical or psychological issues should always be encouraged to seek appropriate advice and treatment from qualified healthcare providers and licensed medical professionals. Reiki Psychic Surgery should always be used to complement and support traditional medical or psychological care, never to replace it. This powerful technique can be performed as an integral part of a comprehensive Reiki session when working with others, and it can also be effectively adapted and performed on yourself for personal healing and growth. The process involves two main parts. First, identifying the underlying cause of the problem, and then healing and removing the energetic block. Part 1 focuses on identifying the root cause of the issue with precision and clarity. The first step in effective Reiki Psychic Surgery is to identify the underlying cause of the problem clearly and specifically. Giving the issue a clear identity helps both the practitioner and client focus on it directly and consciously, allowing for its complete release and healing. This identification process can be extremely healing in itself, as it brings the issue into conscious awareness where it can be properly addressed and resolved. Start by asking your client to think carefully about the specific issue they want healed and resolved. It is not necessary for them to verbally share the details of the issue with you. Simply thinking about it clearly and focusing on it is completely sufficient. This approach is especially helpful when the issue is particularly sensitive and the client may not feel comfortable disclosing personal details. Next, ask your client to close their eyes gently and focus their attention completely on the issue they want to address. Ask them if the cause of the problem could be located in a specific area of their physical body, and have them choose and identify that area intuitively. Often, the client will naturally feel tension, discomfort, or a pulling sensation in a certain region when they think about the issue. If they are unsure or can't identify a specific location, reassure them kindly that there are no wrong answers and to simply trust their first instinct. Once the general area is identified, ask your client to imagine they are looking directly into that area with their inner vision. Then, ask them to describe what shape the cause of the problem might have, encouraging them to trust whatever image comes to mind. This could be absolutely any shape imaginable. There is no right or wrong answer, and all responses are valid and meaningful. Continue by inquiring about the shape's color or colors, its texture and consistency, its weight and density, and what sound it might make if it had a voice. Ask what this shape would say if it could speak and what message it might have. Remember that all answers are completely valid and meaningful, and your client does not need to answer every single question. The primary goal is to create a clear, nonverbal identity for the issue, which your client can now focus on directly for healing. Part 2 involves healing and removing the energetic block completely and permanently. Once the cause has been clearly identified and given form, ask your client if they are genuinely willing to release it completely and allow healing to take place. Explain with reassurance that you will send the problem to a higher power for transformation and healing. Ask your client to focus clearly on the identified shape and be completely open to letting it go, as well as receiving any important lessons or insights that may be needed for complete healing and integration. Your client may be comfortably seated in a chair or lying on a professional Reiki treatment table. Begin the healing process by standing behind your client and drawing the powerful Reiki power symbol on the palms of both your hands. Activate each symbol by chanting its sacred name 3 times with intention, then clap your hands together firmly, or tap each palm with the index and middle fingers of your other hand 3 times to anchor the energy. Draw a large, encompassing power symbol down the entire front of your client's body, activating it by chanting its name 3 times with focus and intention. Repeat this same process for each of your client's 7 main chakras, drawing the symbol over each energy center and activating each one by chanting the symbol's name 3 times to open and balance their entire energy system. Now, extend your Reiki fingers in preparation for the psychic surgery. To do this effectively, grab your fingers and thumb on your dominant hand with your other hand, imagining that they are made of soft, pliable toffee or clay. Stretch them out energetically to a length of 12 to 18 inches, breathing in deeply as you perform this visualization. Draw and activate the power symbol on each of your extended fingers individually. Tap them gently to affirm that they are fully extended and completely filled with powerful Reiki energy. Reiki psychic surgery requires your complete attention, total focus, and clear intention throughout the entire process. It's similar to martial arts in that it engages your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual selves simultaneously and completely. You must approach this work with complete confidence and certainty, knowing that Reiki energy is incredibly powerful and will bring success and healing. Say a silent prayer to yourself, asking that the healing take place within divine love and wisdom, ensuring that the highest good is achieved for all involved. Ask your client to focus their attention on the area of blockage and be completely open to releasing it with trust and surrender. Draw a power symbol directly over the blocked area with intention. With your entire being engaged and focused, imagine reaching inside your client's body energetically and pulling out the negative energy using your extended fingers with complete confidence. Visualize releasing this extracted energy into the earth to dissipate and disappear completely and permanently. Continue this extraction process as needed, checking intuitively for any changes in the area and following your inner guidance to direct you through the entire process. Your client may notice these positive changes during the session or in the hours and days following the treatment. Afterward, ask your client to describe the shape again and notice any changes that have occurred. Often the shape will have transformed significantly, shrunk considerably, or disappeared entirely during the healing process. If this positive change happens, proceed to heal the area completely and fill it with pure, healing light. Step back from your client and perform a motion similar to a karate chop to cleanly sever the energetic connection between you and your client. Retract your extended fingers by pushing them back into their normal size while making a blowing sound to release the energy. If you have additional time available, you may choose to follow up with a complete full-body hands-on Reiki treatment to integrate the healing. If there is resistance and the shape does not change despite your best efforts and intentions, it may indicate that the block is connected to an important lesson your client needs to learn and integrate before the block can be safely released. In this case, draw the mental and emotional symbol over the area and continue using Reiki energy until it becomes clear what specific lesson needs to be addressed and understood before complete healing can proceed. This powerful technique is highly effective, remarkably successful, and surprisingly easy to learn and master for anyone willing to invest the necessary time and energy into developing their skills. All of life's problems and challenges have solutions and answers within us, and often what we perceive as problems are actually valuable opportunities for growth, learning, and spiritual evolution. By consistently tapping into our inner guidance and continuously expanding our healing abilities, we naturally evolve as skilled and compassionate spiritual healers. Congratulations on completing this comprehensive training in advanced Reiki techniques. This concludes Module 3 of our detailed Reiki home study course. We sincerely hope you've gained valuable insights, practical skills, and spiritual wisdom to enhance your personal journey with Reiki and your ability to serve others. Ready to earn your official Reiki Master Practitioner certificate and join our global community of certified healers? Simply email us at academy@your-panacea.com with the subject line Reiki Master Quiz Request to receive your next steps and detailed information about our certification process. Thank you for embarking on this transformative journey with us and for your dedication to learning and growing as a Reiki practitioner. May your Reiki energy continue to guide, empower, and inspire you as you share this beautiful gift with the world. Namaste.